Hey guys, it's Vanessa with DMA Real Estate, and I am back doing another video for my new YouTube channel. I'm having a lot of fun doing these. I hope that you guys are enjoying them too. This one is geared specifically to sellers, and this is what my top suggestions are for prepping your home to hit the market. So I just wanted to kind of go over all of the things that I like to do for my clients. Before we do that, I know that when you do decide to put your house on the market, it could be a little daunting, it could be a little overwhelming, but that's what I'm here for. And I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit of what the process is with me, specifically whenever I get to help a client with listing their home. And so where I do like to start with is just doing a basic walkthrough, because so many times sellers think that they have to start with like a big DIY project or remodeling or like a full hefty budget to put into the home so that you can get more money out of it, and that's not necessarily true. So we have the experience as realtors as far as what is going to get you the most money, what is necessary to kind of put the home in really good condition to hit the market. And most of the time you don't really have to put a lot of money into it. So I like to start there, just doing a general walkthrough so that I can, kind of start to sink my teeth in and see where it is that, if there is a budget to spend, where it is that we should kind of allocate those funds if necessary, and just kind of see what it is that needs to be done to start prepping the home. So the ultimate goal is to get it to look picture perfect, right? Because with all my listings, I do professional photography. So, we really want for the home to just look its best on film. I don't like homes to appear better than they are. I like them to represent, the way that they truly are, because you don't want to mislead buyers into something that it's not. I rather have nice pictures and have them be impressed with the listing as they arrive, and it's all just kind of a song and dance. It's all of it is just a process. So it definitely starts with the pictures. You want to entice them with really nice photography, so that's a start. And once they get to the house, there's other things that that really give that sense as well, and we're gonna get into that later. So aside from the walkthrough, once I've done that, then we can kind of get into like the next steps to prepping your home. And the easiest and least expensive is just good old-fashioned cleaning. Like, cleaning is, I don't care how little or old or not, like, it doesn't have to be a fancy home, but anything that's nice and clean is just gonna look great, no matter what it is. So cleaning is just a huge part of prepping a home to go to market. And then comes an edit. When you're already ready to list your home, like, we know that moving and packing is, it comes with the territory. So we're getting ready to list your home, and we know that you're gonna have to pack up, and that just comes with the territory. So my mentality is just make it work for you, right? So if you have to get it done, let's make it work to your advantage. So what that means is the least clutter, the less items that are in the home, the better it's going to do when it shows, the better it's going to look when it's pictured, and it's just going to overall going to help your home reflect as a real nice neutral space for potential buyers to walk through it and them be able to see it as their own. So they're going to be able to visualize it and maybe see their things, and rather than, have a lot of personal items in the home that are going to, make it yours. And obviously it is your home, but what we're trying to do is have it just be like a nice neutral space and get it just really, I use the term like vanilla looking, so that it's other people can visualize it in a different way. So we don't want it to any longer look like yours. And I know that it sounds a little bit funny, but it's, we kind of have to detach that from from it being yours, because what we're trying to do is sell it. So the edit is really, really important. So sometimes that might take renting like a storage container, or maybe that's a good time for you to do a yard sale, or if you've thought of doing donations, if that's something that you like to do, then this is definitely the time to do that. Just get rid of the stuff that we've been holding on to. I know it's sometimes hard to let go of personal items, but it's really going to benefit you in the long run. Another one of the big suggestions that I know makes a huge difference and is really, really cost effective is paint. Sometimes we use paint as just as a way of expressing ourselves in our house, and to kind of show our personality, or maybe in kids' rooms we have like nice bright colors because that's what makes it fun for them, or that's what makes it their own. But when listing a home, it's really important to just really neutralize everything. Colors are very mood enhancing, so you don't want a potential buyer to just kind of be rubbed the wrong way, or kind of have a memory of like a really harsh color in mind. So what you really want is to neutralize all the spaces and not have anything stand out in a very harsh way. And again, it just goes back to being able to let them visualize all of the spaces into whatever they may have as as their personal needs as a buyer. So any neutral color is always my best recommendation for sure. And it's just a really good way to refresh a space, even if sometimes there's like maybe there's smoking in the house or something. It's kind of a good way to get rid of smells and things like that. Side note on that, you have to make sure that it's going to be done professionally. I know a lot of us are handy with DIY projects and things like that. So if the outcome is going to be professional, then go for it. If not, it really does pay to have it professionally done, because you want that finish. You want for it to have nice crisp lines, and you just want it to give you just want it to really look professionally done. Another really inexpensive way to make your house look great is just curb appeal. I mean, most of us we have to tend to our yard anyway, but this is the time to add fertilizer, get some of those plants and pot them. Just kind of pay a little more attention to your garden, maybe a little extra water for the month before you go to market, just to kind of get like everything nice and green and intended to maybe pressure wash the home, so that again, it goes back to the pictures, so that when it is picture day, it is really going to look its best, and it's going to look nice and clean. That's a really inexpensive way to make it look its best, and it's fairly easy. Another thing that I always recommend to my sellers is getting ahead of repairs. So if there's anything that is broken or maybe missing tiles, or maybe there's a hole in the drywall or something that is fairly easy to repair, my suggestion is 100% just get ahead of it, fix it, because I can guarantee you that if a buyer sees it during escrow, they are going to request to get it repaired. So it's way more cost effective for you to do it prior to getting the house on the market than to have a buyer have to ask for it within escrow, because more often than not it's going to cost you a lot more in the form of a buyer request. The only thing with that is that I do suggest you have to keep record of it. Say if it's any type of plumbing, make sure that you keep record of it, because during the escrow process we are going to have to have disclose and anything that has been done. So that is part of the disclosure process as well. So just keep track of it, but definitely any kind of repairs, just go ahead and get ahead of it. And it's also going to make the house show a lot better. It's going to help you avoid any lowball offers, because if there's anything that's damaged or anything, it just kind of opens the door to a buyer potentially sending you a lower offer. Typically when something looks really nice and pristine, it's going to discourage any offer from coming in lower. So that is another suggestion of mine. I think lastly, once everything is set, I think smells are such a big deal for when you walk through a home. So typically on my listings, I really like to make sure that it smells really good. So I'll go out and get like really nicely scented candles, or like do all the plugins in the walls and stuff. And I know that it might be a little expensive, but the AC is a big one, especially in the summer months. Like, you don't want buyers going through and having them be like miserable. Like, you want them to walk in and just have like a good experience. Like, anytime that you go somewhere, think of like a Pottery Barn or like really nice furniture stores, and you kind of want to emulate like those feelings. Like, you want it to kind of give you that sense of like freshness and the smells and like the warm cozy vibes, still back to like the real minimum neutral, just like comfortable spaces. But everything just kind of ties into each other. So smells is a really big thing, just like a neutral, nice space, and having it be comfortable in regards to temperature is also super important. So I think that pretty much does it for most of what I would recommend. So there you have it, guys. Those are some of my best suggestions as far as prepping a home for listing. I know at the end it got a little loud in the background, but that was my fault. I should have probably let my roommates, just kidding, my kids, know that I was recording. But like I said, it's trial and error, and it'll get better. I will be doing more soon, and I hope you guys tune in. Thanks.